Hi, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the features and benefits of our traditional classic forged carbon steel irons, the 555C cavity back and the 555M blade muscle back style design. These models are created to be a mix and match. What we mean is that we've created the 555C cavity back in a full set from 2 through sand wedge, the 555M muscle back in a full set from a number 3 through sand wedge. But we've designed the clubs so that they have the same profile, same top line, same offset, same overall shape, so that if a golfer wants to mix the set together using the 555C cavity back in the longer irons to middle irons, and the muscle back from the middle irons or short irons, that he can make that jump from the cavity back to the muscle back anywhere he desires, and still when he puts the clubs down behind the ball, he's looking at the same design for confidence and continuity's sake. But I'd like to tell you a little bit about one of the things that we feel makes the 555Cs and the 555M forged carbon steel irons really a high quality, high performance design. Traditionally, when a forging is made, you start with a billet of the raw carbon steel material. Yes, that's exactly what is going to become an iron head through several processes. In the first step, the billet is hit to be able to turn and separate the two portions of the billet into what will become the hosel and what will become the blade on the head. The first forging step is a very raw hit, which just begins to shape the head. It doesn't look at all like what the finished head will be. After that comes the next forging step, which now gives the head its real shape. But as you can see, there's quite a bit of flashing material, or the excess carbon steel, that's been squeezed out from the die. Well, at that point, this flashing material is then trimmed off of the head with a special trimming die. Now, normal forging process, that's the end of the process. But what's left when you do that through only 4 steps is a much heavier residue of the flashing line that requires the worker at the foundry to do a lot of grinding to blend that whole surface in to the head itself. And what can happen when you're doing a heavy production of a large number of heads is you can get little changes in the toe shape or the sole grind, which some discerning players can pick out and see that it's different. What we've done with the 555C and the 555M forged heads is to add in a 5th step, which then hits the club one more time in the forging die, so the flashing lines are reduced to being extremely thin and very pronounced all around the head. What this does is it allows the workers at the finishing factory to be a lot more precise in the way that they grind off the excess material as they begin to prepare the head for finishing and chrome plating. So as a result, the 555C and the 555M are one of the best classic traditional blade and cavity back models, created in a mix and match where the profiles, offset, and top line and shape all blend perfectly no matter where you make the break from the cavity to the muscle back set, and done in a 5-step forging process which completely uniforms the grain structure and allows a very high quality, consistent forged carbon steel head.